soon as he dropped the price, and then of course he says, "Well, just put 20,000 concessions for foundation from 130." I just figured I'd give him a low ball of
Yeah.
the 80 or 90
Yeah.
instead of putting it as a concessions. Hi.
Hi, how are
Hey, how
you?
are
Good. How are
you?
you? Nice to see you
I
too.
agree.
I told yes, yes, we met many times. I told her, I hope it's just you and me. And she's, why? And I was like, it's more, like we can sit down and it be, versus giving a class. But no, yes, I've talked to her many times, and she sold a home.
I'm ready. We're ready to advance. This is
Yeah.
our first time. We already have rentals. Yes. Yes. And she just hasn't given me the opportunity. I don't know why.
Favor.
But she just recently transitioned to the last 12 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's doing well.
Yeah,
She's doing
yeah,
well.
she's been to my open houses. She's been there the first
I
time.
gave her one.
Yeah, yeah, she did, and I did the loan on it, and my one of my investors bought it. So I told her when he's done, we'll have an open house there, and it's not, when I've had the open houses, it's not like to promote Red Door. It's just to network. Hey, who do you know? Oh, you do loans. Oh, you do this. Oh, you have that. Oh, this you have a brokerage. Little stuff like that. That's where you come in, really. Ah,
So yes, so what is happening? I mean, I try to push you,
yeah.
and just to make sure that I keep the peace with everybody.
With Jose.
Exact. Jose is one of those that he's got knowledge, and we've talked to him about. There's no competition.
None at all.
There's plenty of business
Oh
for
yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
He's talking, but you can't be complaining when you lost somebody when you're not servicing
yeah.
them.
I
You're not
agree.
paying for. That's the reason when some of these agents, were saying, well, that my client went with somebody else. I'm like, okay, did you call him? Did you follow up? Were they on a drip campaign? You send him a newsletter? Did you
Mm.
wish him a happy anniversary? Have you been in contact?
Yeah.
I mean, because you can't tell somebody from the past and then you find
Mm.
out they bought a house, but you've been servicing them. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
process, there's a system for it. So when they want to buy real estate, that can't be okay. Well, you haven't been in contact
Yeah.
because now the question is, and I've heard it from recent agencies. Oh, I go with somebody else because I didn't know you were still in business.
Mhm. Yeah.
Who didn't do
Oh
their
yeah.
job,
Exactly.
right? So you have to post the content. You have to be out there. You have to
Mm.
be. There's so many things that people could be doing on a daily basis. Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, I hear it. I mean,
Yeah.
this kid Clone, I love him.
Who?
You know the my my videos that you're seeing.
Oh yes, yes, yeah. Over this. Yes, I saw it. I was like, yeah. How does that work? What are you doing?
When you record the voice and then you record your video, and I have multiple songs because I come in different colors. Get a haircut and I you. Hi.
Hi. I love your shoes. You look awesome.
So yes, so what happens is that it's stuff that I'm going to be teaching you before the end of the year that if you want to do. I'm going to teach a faceless YouTube channel, and then also cloning.
Mm.
There's days that you just there's people in the day,
Yeah.
but you still have to hit hold and post it on social media, and it might be a clone, speak at.
Mm.
You have to do the content to have it available. You post it every day
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, in the future, it's going to track your activity,
Mm.
and you will become relevant based on how much content you have out there.
Yeah.
So even knowing to mention like if you have to do things to please the listing, right? You're saying, hey, we're gonna have an open house with this address. You have to do another video for YouTube
Yeah.
where you say, hey, this is what you can get for an 1,800 unit, in Eastern Wales,
Mm.
or in Northeast San Antonio. You can walk the home. Whether you do it, you could do a voiceover,
Mhm.
or you could just introduce them. But then all of a sudden in the summer, you have to get ChatGPT or Claude
Yeah.
to tell you, hey, there's, you need your look, you need your summary, you need your
And
flair.
and you make a good point because I don't know, you were there. I had my open house. There was a young kid. He could have been everyone's
They're brilliant.
baby. and he did the social media because Tony Reese is a realtor on that house, and it's my borrower. I was a good friend from Del Rio. Um, he did the social media on it, and this kid walks in, and I'm like, "Who are you?" He goes, "Oh, I'm Gilbert," and I was like, "Gilbert, you're the one that did that, And it was a transformation of like, not like it was like a video like moving a bed in and then turning the bed around and what faces better and then moving the chairs, oh, and then taking those chairs out." And I'm like, "How old are you? 16?"
It doesn't matter.
And it's like they're doing that. Why aren't we? Yes. Yes.
Right now, agents. I'm telling them I'm not seeing you on social media. You need your own. I'm going to start pushing this YouTube channel because there's stuff that you need to do on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Okay? For media, because you have an open house and you had a
Yeah.
closing and da 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 da. And it's little things, right? Our number one agent for this 2026 has already closed 40 rooms. He's already made over $400,000.
Oh my
She walks
goodness.
through a home in the morning and one in the afternoon. She can do it. She posts one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And she posts things like I go out to dinner with friends and it's my birthday and gratitudes and whatever. She wasn't posting her closings. And then when I talked to her, say, hey, you want to take it up a notch? And I ran into her right before Sunday. I'm like, I love seeing your posting everything, but it's a lot of people use. My suggestion is that people are result driven.
Yeah.
If you're going to post the content, at least you can buy for this, okay, because it's working because you have the transactions. You need to post closings.
Yeah.
No, but there's other coaches that advocate on that. No, but people San Antonio are dumb. Okay, they need to see and feel it like real estate.
Yeah.
If you walk through the home and you're not posting that somebody closed on it, then they're just saying, "Oh, it's like her just looking fantastic film,"
Yeah.
but you're not. People
What is the end result? Yeah. Hmm.
they need to see the tree. They
You
need
made
to
a
see
great
the
point.
balloons.
Yeah.
They need to see the happy tears. It's
Mhm.
not emotional. I can sometimes people post the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want to see that the
Yeah.
happy birthday.
No, you're
Somebody
right.
passed, their first time home buyer and their journey, and they couldn't happen. And so here they are, cutting the ribbon at their house. Like, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay? People feed into. We like telenovelas. You see, we just happy the house.
And the thing with the novelas is they finish the Mexican novelas, right? Versus the Days of Our Lives Never Finished. These finish.
What's wrong? That now you're the fights with your brothers and your sisters. Somebody tricked you along that. Your ups, your downs, and everything, and it finishes in approximately 6 to 9 years. When we got married, we had
Yeah.
children, and one time,
Yeah.
we
Who had an affair? Who had a legitimate kid? Yeah.
we're kids with the neighborhood sons.
Yeah.
Social media. There has to be a beginning.
Wow. There you're right. You're absolutely right.
Because programs, they said, oh no, you look stupid standing with the king.
No.
Well, maybe in New
Mm.
York, maybe in some other fruitful area because we closed an attorney here recently, and he was like, Matt, take you and your brother on as clients because they're from our hometown, which is Del Rio.
Hmm. That's right.
On one condition that you do zero social media, because I'm an attorney. People can't see
Hmm.
that I bought,
Yeah.
$1.3 million home, because I keep everything non-disclosure.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I'd be willing to sign non-disclosure. I'll take your word because you're friends and we grew up together. If you tell me, no, because I see you.
Yeah.
I see you're out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once again, it's one of those things is that most of the people, and I told ask your people, because I've had people tell me, hey, you're gonna come because I wanted to do the key thing, and then you're gonna do
It's
it.
special to people. We do it every day, and it's kind of like a transaction. But when you show up and you're at title and you're at, they're like, damn, that is very important to me. It always has. Yeah. And it's not, they buy a home, what, every one, maybe, I mean, 5, 6 years. I mean, we do this, how many in a month? She's on 40, that lady. And it's like, but when we treat it as something personal, that takes it to a whole different level.
I mean, and you might have had few closings, but for them, they had their moment,
Mhm.
and you didn't neglect them. That's the reason. Hey, are you gonna do the cake? And, yeah, and then there's some realtor that's burning up for everything in it. Everything.
The TV? Who's that one?
We kids have to be that close. That's the one way of loans and the key and that you went to closing
Yeah.
is important that you know publishers, hey, here's your closing.
Mm.
What do you mean? Are you sure? You just to me yesterday, I'm posting some guy that his file's been crazy. He makes crazy money, but just itemizes everything. So we're doing the cash financing his house. We're refinancing and own finance. He did 30% down 18 months ago at 8%. He's closing tomorrow, maybe today with Patricia, today or tomorrow at 6.99
Oh,
in this freaking
nice.
market. And then it actually had a 3-year blowout. 18 months had already transpired. And he was, should I do it or do it? And the prince and like everything else. No, no, no. Remember, if you don't perform 36 months, they can call it.
Yeah.
You need to
Y
do it
luego
now.
que,
You always we need to get the seller the equation. There's
yeah.
no strings to help you. At the same time, if you don't perform in 36 months, they can call in the note. And if you're not ready, your credit goes down. I'm not able to secure funding. You could potentially be foreclosed, and you've already given 30% down. In addition to payments that you're making, and it's $1 million on.
Wow.
So we're refinancing either today or tomorrow. And he was the when I told him, man, we're clear to close, but what does that mean? I promise nothing more. One more thing I have to do is we need to balance you. I need you to show up to closing. We can send you a notary and we're you sure? Are you really? Is this for real? And I didn't think I was expecting his reduction. I would think for me, see. But anyways, so that you see,
Yeah.
it's emotional to them, and the people that remember that, if you know, you have to mirror your clients and us as Hispanics. We're not like other people. We're not. We're very colorful. We're very colorful. We love. We cry.
Oh,
We
yeah. We
celebrate
fight
joy.
hard. We cry hard. We love hard. And yes, I know. Oh,
It's
I
a
know.
big deal to
Yeah, it
close
is. It
this
is.
transaction. It's great people's successes.
Yeah.
So anyways, but I brought no others, guys.
Oh, okay.
For that, so that way you guys can.
And if no one shows up, I'm fine with it. I really am because sometimes it's better to like just get one on one and know. And it's kind of like the first time I had the mixer at Patricia's at Trinity at Capitol. Little pincher wholesaler was there, okay, which is fine. It was an open bar. It was all this food, and Red Door paid for it, which was fine. But no one was serious there, you know? And I was like, okay, I'm getting the onda now. I know what's up, right? Like, you know, with who not to, you know? And then, yeah, and they were. And Crystal Lucas was my bartender, and she made some great drinks. But I said, so then that happened, right? And I was like, oh, Patricia, we have to have another one. And then Patricia and I went to something at the Pearl, and it was a room like this, and it was the lights were dim, and it was this lender, and then it was an insurance guy, and it was a hard money lender, and it was an attorney, a builder, and we're all there, and we introduced ourselves. That was perfect.
That was never.
And it was, there was a limit on drinks. I told my friend, I'm like, at least, let us drink as much as we want, right? No, he didn't. But very nice. Everyone was like, "Who are you?" And then after everyone introduced themselves, they went, "Oh, so your title, you're Patricia. Oh, okay, bam. You do insurance? Well, bam. You." I was like, "That's what I want." I'd rather have that network that everyone is there and and that's why I told Diana, if you're the only one that comes, I'm fine. I really am because it could be more intimate. I can write down my stuff. But the main thing is to understand.
It's to be. The ad was if you're working with investors or you want to be an investor or
Mhm.
you're a realtor that services
Yeah.
investors, you need to be in the room, and this is what we're going to be covering
Mhm.
because most people, the people that are working with investors, they don't share information. They don't. They
Mhm.
they want to keep it to themselves. then it become their competition. But your investors might not be this other person's investors because once you people like brother has waiting list. Like, no, 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 no. I work with these
Yeah.
people. Trust them, even on like their bank
Yes.
need me to.
Yes.
I pick up the mail, I'm a registered agent, I do like a million things. They send me the money to go pay for the
Mm-hmm.
contractors if they need to. There's certain bonds
Yeah.
that are here investors and do versus
Yeah.
there's
Mhm.
because especially if there are people that they're constantly investing. You want to service them, right? You don't want to service one person that's going to buy one property every 3 years,
Yeah.
right? You
Mhm.
want a serial investor,
Yeah.
you know, the fix and flip or fix and hold, depending on on what their deal is.
Yeah.
But it was me that got us the real. Do you know?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. The
from the office.
no, from the office.
Okay.
Yeah, I met him at.
Yeah, he was
Yeah. Oh,
stories.
really? Yeah. No, I know him from.
With Lindsay Business. She's been a speaker at conference. And she's in Worcester herself. She's investigating and she asked me to be in her podcast too. That's nice. Send me the link. I'm not going to be in it because I'm still very reserved with what I have. Not even my family knows what
Come on. Like, what do you mean reserved with what? What do you have?
like, people are not going to say for coming. What do you invest in? And what's your cash flow? This kind of there because it's more encouraging other investors
Yeah.
to get in and to take. So that's where I was just like, I'll go watch now.
Mhm.
My next now, especially doing and Jack down was number one page. She eclipsed Vinu. But Vinu's working here and next door because his wife had to relocate for job. So he's
Mhm.
doing
What I've done forever.
has a presence here. Now, what ends up happening is that um, when I talked to Jacqueline about it, we were, just talking about stuff. She was telling me, I said, you know what, I about publishing where everybody was at right now, and because I know what's going on and I'm hearing the stories, we decided to, especially not to, with not talking to you. But I decided not to because I mean it's been already a year and the economy is deteriorating, and she said, "Right, do it." And I try not to tell. I mean, you'll see it on social media, that because then the envy part tries to.
You're right. And you know what? And that's my problem with anything when it comes to real estate, when it comes to hard money lending. It's so sad. And the valley is known for this. That's where I'm from. They're known for la envidia. If you have it, they're not happy that you have it because they don't have it. Attitude. You're doing so well that, but yet you're the first one that posts, I'm so sad today. You get 100 texts. What's wrong? What's going on? They want to know that you're as low as possible. And I've even had that with agents, on my real estate 101 page that are people like, why do you share that information? Because we're a village of realtors. Why wouldn't I? We're gonna shit on our own people, you know, and that pisses me off so much. La envidia, but you're absolutely right. And there's people that pues no, they're loaded. She's married to a Fed, and they no necesita nada. And it's like, hey, you don't know what's up. It's none of your business. You know. And pero hay mucha envidia, hay mucha gente que no pueden estar contentos porque sold, a $1 million house, and when I last during Christmas, I sold that $1 million house over there in Rockport. I didn't tell anybody, nothing. No, I think I told two people. I think Delisle, my husband, was one, and that was it. And my brother's like, you didn't even post it. Why not? I'm like, you know why? People watch too much. And people want to know what, when, where.
With things because you want to say an active role. So I support you guys and I'll do a transition ever so you to somebody from my past, a friend, a family member. You're just right. Cash out refinances, bail out people. I love first time home buyers. I love that. I love them. They're so appreciative. Because the second, the third, and the fourth time home buyers aren't as loyal anymore,
Yeah.
aren't as appreciative,
Oh
kind
yeah.
of thing. So again, I will continue looking for some
Mhm.
reason. But at the end of the day, it's the people, my people, because I said, why'd you forget that? Those are my people. They're younger.
Yeah.
They're already grandparents.
Yeah.
They're already they're owners of businesses. They're not. I mean, I hope and pray. I mean, because I get on Instagram going, wow. Yes. It's really this way, but yeah, but what ends up happening is that at the end of the day, a lot of people are on Facebook and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
bring you out with your grandkids and went on
Yeah.
vacation and those kinds of things and whatever. You're more encouraging because you're gonna have people tell me your trip to Europe was so inspiring for the simple fact that everybody's bitching at the market, and you went to Europe. I mean, they didn't know it was a holy journey in Instagram. My father-in-law, I was supposed to
That's
the beginning
right.
of the
I
year.
remember.
I was, that infection happened in January. That
Yeah.
infection traveled to school in February. We lost my grandfather, my father-in-law, and so and then my spouse we went into a depression, which is doing much better. But at the end of the day, he wanted to, when we were planning this trip to the bank, and that we weren't able to do 4 years ago with my father-in-law. We said we better take my mother-in-law now because she might not be able to
Yeah.
travel. And the other piece is that you guys didn't see it on the stuff, but I was actually pushing her on a wheelchair because you have to walk so much. So okay, get off the wheelchair. Let's take the picture, kind of thing. So when travel was work, I think so. Originally, she's on But lo and behold, that people approach me go, "Man, it was inspiring that you posted a little bit about your vacation because it allows us to dream that we need to work harder." And I heard it from a few folks that needed to see that people were still successful in early and it's still possible, right? But you have
Yeah.
to get in glitch because the number key to success is the glitch piece.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
if you don't want to learn, you don't want to leave your house first and foremost. You don't want to learn, it's not going to happen for you because then you're sitting at looking at other people or things that you should be looking at. You know, son, and then all of a sudden you're wondering why you do this, right? Because
Yeah.
you're not doing income producing activities.
Mhm.
And I even told when somebody gave me the excuse, well, I don't get on the camera and everything because I just don't speak when I'm gonna die, and I'm too fat, and I'm just kidding. There are excuses that I have already heard. I'm going to tell you this: you're a food teacher. Your job is you got into this business with a heart to serve, and if you have knowledge and you are not sharing it with your sphere of influence, you're not doing God's work.
Mhm.
Heart to serve, right?
Yeah.
You're not doing them justice because they rely on you, and by you not sharing your knowledge, it's not going to turn out well because then they're going to go with somebody else
Oh
that
yeah.
does want service and that does come with some knowledge kind of thing. And that's the reason maybe you need to clone yourself,
Yeah.
get all prettied up, let's do several avatars and everything. That way, if you're having a day,
I need to do that. I need to do that.
that content's that's your next goal here in the next few months is to get people in doing a faceless YouTube channel. Freaking out like that, doing voice like
Yeah.
call it daily living with Anissa.
Yeah.
I like by San Antonio with Anissa, right? I mean, you need to do something. I mean, I'm not
No, no, no.
for the other agents
Worse.
that are using the excuse that they don't want to be in front of the camera, and you can record the voiceovers many times as you need it, and go,
Wow.
so that way you get it right. Because there's sometimes where you're not as peppy, and then there's so you really have to choose what's great, so that way
Mhm.
it starts to record out, it brings your voice.
It's crazy, right? AI and all that.
But you embrace the technology.
Yeah. No, I know.
The
I
people
know.
that went into the future are the ones that embrace the technology because now you can throw anything into it. Like in your case with numbers and ARE and da da da, the budgets and everything, you can ask ChatGPT or Claude to, hey, I am a expert investor in the San Antonio area, specifically here in Elmo Heights. My proposal is to buy this house for this amount. It needs approximately this. Can you give me, budgets?
Mm.
The top 10 or 15 things that can go in this project, the 15 or 20 different questions that I need to be
Yeah.
asking to make sure that this, makes it to the closing table,
Yeah.
so that way I'm not space swamped, so I mean you could prompt it can make you think. So then that way when you're having those discussions with your banking client
Mhm.
or with your contractors, right? Or anybody that's around, you're asking because the people that are going to win into the future are the people that ask better
Oh yeah.
questions. You have to be able to ask better questions because then that's where the knowledge comes
Yeah.
in, right? So,
No, I
anyways,
agree. I agree. So it's already 1:20, but is there any way, I'm just asking you, can we go over there? Because I don't, not that I don't want it to be recorded, but if it's just us, I would just rather be a lot more personal. We sit down and just do some stuff. Are you sure? You're good? Yeah. Okay.
what's the name?
Lisa, what's your name? What's your name? Gigi. Okay.